Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. As I set myself up to start working on one of my auction cars to get it out on the lot, I thought I would record some footage, as it's very similar to some of the packages we have for smoke removal, smoke damage, cigarette, cigar, recreational smoke, and a disinfectant package we have that's very important where we live in the time these days where things are shut down from the coronavirus. So this is how I go about it. Yes, this car is very nasty, but this is a very common thing from cars coming through from the auction. Not similar at all to the cars that go through the shop on a regular basis. So this is how we start: throwing out all the loose trash, taking out the mats, getting the seats ready to pull, because these things often have an odor to them, haven't been cleaned in quite a long time, and they need a deep cleaning and disinfectant. Before I remove the seats, I do like to get some work done. And like I said, I work from top to bottom. We're working the dirt from the top of the car down to the carpet, and we end up cleaning that last and removing the last of the dirt. So we're going to start by removing all the loose grit, dust, dirt. I do that by forced air. All right, before we do remove the seats, there are some wires connected to the seat for the airbags and some of the electrical components to run the seat back and forth. So we're going to disconnect the battery, and then we can rip out the seats. Even though this isn't contaminated with any type of virus that I'm aware of, I still have myself protected as much as possible. When possible, I don't exactly do it often when I'm doing a video because it's so constrictive, but when I'm at work on a regular basis, I will have myself protected with a mask, respirator, or one of these dust masks here, and also latex gloves. And if I have to protect my eyes, I have goggles that go over my glasses. They are available, and even further if I have to at times. If you do have a contract with someone in public transportation, or you're working on a car that comes in contact with a lot of people, or you are decontaminating a car that could be contaminated with the coronavirus, you do need something with alcohol that is 70% concentration at the very least. Another thing that helps without that, 5 tablespoons, which is a third of a cup of bleach per gallon of water, and even 4 teaspoons per bleach per quart of water will get it done. Adding heat to the situation from a steamer is a plus, will really help you in decontaminating the car. So as you can see here, before working around this carpet, I had to at least do a quick vac. Nothing really thorough, but we're going to get to the headliner. Since I like to work from the top bottom, we're going to work on the headliner, clean that the best we can. I go about that a certain way because headliners, very delicate material, and they're held up there by a spray adhesive most of the time. You do not want that to fail on your car or a customer's car, so be very careful working around it. I take a microfiber towel and I will heat it up with the steamer, get a little bit of moisture. You do not want to oversaturate those areas. That's very important. And you do not want to get them very hot by holding the steamer in one place. You can quickly run the steamer back and forth at about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away and get a little bit of warmth and moisture up there. But other than that, I would just go right into a microfiber towel, heat it up, moisten it up, actually get some foam in there. I like to use a foamer, a carpet foamer for up in that area because it's not oversaturating the towel when I get the cleaner on there. And that's how I start to clean the headliner. Now, when you are finished working on a contaminated car, you want to get rid of your gear. You want to throw away the filter and clean your mask properly. You also want to throw away your gloves, the laundry from the clothes you are wearing. Don't shake them out. Get them in a bag that is a liner. Don't put them in a hamper that is perforated or where air can circulate. And get those in the laundry as quick as possible. With the headliner clean, we want to let that dry. Any little bit of moisture, let it air out. I'm going to grab the spray nine, which is also another great disinfectant and why I use it at the shop regularly. And we're going to work our way from the top to the bottom, going down the pillars now. Any component having to do with the seatbelt needs to be cleaned thoroughly. People are grabbing that all the time. The seatbelt is drawn around your body, very near your nose and your mouth in certain areas. So we're going to decontaminate them. When working around plastics with the steamer, if you don't have an attachment on the head that holds back some of that temperature, keep it at least 6 inches, a foot and a half away from the plastic and just use the warmth and the moisture instead of the pressure, because a lot of the plastics cannot take that temperature. You will warp them, you will stain them, discolor them. So just be careful with the steamer around plastics. I always keep the head of the steamer moving, so not one area is being hovered over by the steamer and those higher temperatures. Always remember to chock the wheels, or if the handbrake works, you can use that, but pull the gear selector all the way back, get the dirt that collects in the sleeve, pull it all the way front, get the dirt that collects in the back of the sleeve. As we come around to the front of the car to the dash, let's start working on those air ducts for the heating and air conditioning. They contain a lot of odor and mold and mildew and a lot of germs. So I have a contraption to take care of that, to go as far as I need to into those ducts. If not, you could just point your steamer in there and get in as far as you can. It's better than nothing at all. I pump in my own mixture into the vents, kills mold, mildew, and germs. It really takes care of odor. Again, this package here is 500 or plus. Because it's an odor removal, I will give a warranty with that. If you smell any of the odor within the next few weeks, you can come back and get it taken care of at no cost here at my shop. But it's a very intensive, labor-intensive, detailed job, and it's very similar to this package. In fact, the only difference is the cabin filter, which will be replaced in this eventually anyways, but also then the Master Blaster ozone machine would be hooked up to it to finish up that package. You did see the Folex container, and that is a good product. You can get that just about anywhere. However, I have that full of my own concoction. I've showed that many times on the channel. For me, oversaturation. I got rid of my extractor long ago because I do not like the way it oversaturates material. Some people love those machines. I do not like them at all. I got rid of mine. It was an industrial dual motor unit. All right, so we got all of the seats finished. Let's grab the softener. Now, what's that for? Well, I'm working on the car that has that entry-level carpet. That's where the weave of the carpet is really tightly bound, and it really holds in dirt, dog hair, cat hair, pet hair, whatever. This relaxes the material, so you can easily, or more easier, to remove dirt and hair from it, as it will give it up a little bit quicker. You add steam to that, it relaxes the material even more. And then an agitation from my rotary here with a brush extension attachment to it. A quick vacuum after another round of a foamer, and they're good to go. Looks absolutely fantastic and like new. That same procedure is reserved for the mats as well. And when it comes to the fabric softener, spray it on the carpet and go walk away, do something else. And when you come back, the material would be relaxed enough to remove whatever you need to remove from it. So here are the before and afters. That's the way I go about it. Maybe a little different from the way others go about it. There is no wrong answer as long as you get the results that you see here. It really doesn't matter how you get there, especially if time isn't a virtue for you. Running a shop, this is the best way I can be efficient and both effective at the same time to my capabilities. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you enjoyed. Hook the battery back up. You're on your way. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.